Hello, beautiful souls. Today, we're diving into a powerful message for Cancer. A call to deep emotional sanctuary is on the horizon, and you're about to receive news that could solidify everything. The universe is aligning in your favor, and if you're still here, still listening, it means you may already feel something extraordinary taking root in your life. It's not loud or dramatic. Rather, it's deep, sacred, and incredibly real, like a hidden spring slowly pushing its way through the earth. It may not draw attention, but it carries the potential to reshape your entire inner world. Are you ready to embrace this healing change? But first, let's take a moment to reflect. The door ahead opens only for those who have truly matured, those who dare to choose peace, even after spending too long in emotional instability. I recognize the journey you've taken, one filled with challenges that others might never understand. You've carried burdens that were too heavy for words, moments of silence that came not from weakness, but from your strength, as you sought to protect others from your chaos. Within you lies a treasure of empathy and unconditional love that has yet to be fully received. You give so much: your patient listening, your forgiveness, your unwavering devotion, and all you seek is to be understood. But now, the universe is breaking its silence. What you've sown, even in quiet moments, is echoing back to you. The patience you've shown, the people you've soothed with your resilient spirit, it's all coming back in a new form, a call, an opportunity, a delightful surprise. This is not merely about waiting, it's about deserving. Every effort you've made has its purpose, and just when you thought you were at your lowest, the universe began to lift you higher. Can you feel that awakening in your heart? This time, there's no need to shrink from fear or doubt your worth. You don't have to beg for attention anymore. You are the gentle light that others cannot ignore. And that's not pride, it's growth. It's the emergence of a soul who understands that sensitivity is the most sacred power bestowed upon you. A new love is approaching, one that may be different from what you've known before. Perhaps you've lost faith in love, or maybe you feel too weary to start anew. But this love isn't here to complete you. It's here to stand beside you in absolute respect. You don't need to change who you are. There's no need to be younger, more perfect, or cheerier. Just be yourself, and that is already a miracle. The world needs souls like you, those who listen deeply, heal with their presence, and love unconditionally. If you feel like you've missed your moment, remember, the universe is never late. You are not late. You're arriving exactly on time. And if you find yourself in a relationship that requires you to strain just to feel loved, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this love helping me bloom, or is it causing me to wither? True love doesn't diminish your light. It cherishes it. Whether you're together or apart, true love nurtures growth. If you're waiting for someone to return, live as though you're already ready to love yourself fully. If they come back, let it be a reunion of two hearts that have first learned to love themselves. I know you've faced immense losses, but through that, you've become an irreplaceable soul in the tapestry of humanity. You embody the essence of water, soft yet powerful. You are the soul of nurturing, empathy, and the unspoken. As you step into this next phase, you'll discover that the most miraculous changes lie not in the material world, but within your own transformation. What's coming won't just alter your life, it will redefine how you see yourself. Are you ready to embrace this sacred part of your journey? Because right after this moment, a soul choice awaits you, and it will change everything. If you feel ready, leave a comment below saying, "I am ready to build my truest emotional sanctuary." Let the universe know you're no longer running. You've grown enough to walk steadily toward the light. And if you want to continue this awakening journey with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you always know where to find the light. If something has kept you quiet until now, it may be that your heart is being comforted in a way that doesn't require explanation or full understanding, only feeling. That's not a weakness. It's a form of wisdom. Not every soul can navigate your profound sensitivity. It's a guiding light for those who have been lost too long in the world of hurriedness and instability. You've loved deeply, but were never fully loved in return. You've forgiven in silence and sacrificed your time and inner peace for the happiness of others, not for recognition, but simply because you didn't know how to live any other way than through nurturing and loving. From this moment forward, please remember this. You also deserve to be held in the love you've always given to the world. You don't need permission to receive it. You don't need to prove your worthiness. You, with all your cracks, gentleness, and sleepless nights, are already a masterpiece of creation. I see in the cards that a quiet restoration is unfolding. Vitality is returning, and balance is being reestablished. But alongside this, there's a gentle reminder. Take care of yourself the way you once cared for someone you loved more than yourself. Learn again the lesson that seems simple, but is often the hardest of all, to love yourself. And if something brings tears to your eyes when I ask what your heart truly longs for, don't hold it back. Speak it, write it down. Don't fear judgment, because the moment you dare to name your dream, the universe begins to listen. Dreams are the soul speaking in words. You didn't come into this world merely to exist. You came to feel, to heal, and to love. Sometimes, just your patient presence is enough to calm the storm in someone else's heart. Now, I invite you to place your hand on your chest, close your eyes, and promise yourself, I also deserve to be chosen. I also deserve to be loved in return. From here, you are entering a phase of inner rebuilding. No more fleeting illusions, no more draining relationships, and no more responsibilities that don't belong to you. The High Priestess and Ace of Cups reveal that you are being invited to build a new foundation, not just in your life, but within your very being. When the Three of Cups appears, I see arms opening, kind souls approaching, not to complete you, but to stand beside you as companions on this journey. The Queen of Cups, the sacred image of the cosmic nurturer, reminds you that true love doesn't require you to strain to keep it. It stays because it recognizes the pure beauty within you, a beauty that needs no proof. You may not yet see the road ahead, but trust that your heart knows the way. It's guiding you, even if your mind resists or reality feels unclear. The moon whispers that you don't need to see the entire path. You only need to take the first step. I see the Two of Cups, a deep connection that transcends the physical and the temporal. This person is either coming into your life or is already near a kindred soul, not here to heal you, but to affirm who you are. If you're already in a relationship, this is your chance to renew it with honesty. If you're alone, pay attention. This message is one you cannot ignore. I know you're tired of holding on, tired of carrying everything, and always being the one to understand everyone else. But you don't need to hold on any longer. Remember, strength doesn't lie in doing everything alone. It lies in the courage to let go. The Knight of Cups and the Chariot appear alongside the Eight of Wands cards of action, movement, and new energy rushing in. Perhaps this marks a long journey, an unexpected opportunity, or a change that compels you to leave what's familiar to build something new. Sometimes, safety can be the most dangerous thing, making you forget what you once dreamed of. Yet, when the sun rises, everything becomes clear. You will be seen, illuminated, and recognized. There's no need to trade your essence or pretend to be someone you're not. Just be you in your truest form. And that alone is extraordinary. The Hermit shows that you've grown in silence, while the Three of Pentacles indicates that support is on its way. No one walks alone forever, Cancer. The Justice card signifies that balance is returning. What once hurt you and kept you silent will now be healed, and what you once lost will return not in the same form, but in a more beautiful way. The Empress brings a message of creation, beginnings, and growth. The Six of Cups takes you back to memories, not to weep, but to smile. You will see that everything had its reason, leading you to a place called home, not just a physical space, but a sanctuary where you can truly be yourself. The Ten of Cups, Judgment, High Priestess, and Ace of Pentacles appear together, creating a sacred symphony of awakening. A new love, a new version of you. One that is no longer afraid, no longer waiting. You are finally ready to receive all the good things life has owed you. I'm still here with you because this journey isn't over yet. There's still a magnificent gift from the universe waiting for you, one that doesn't come from luck, but from your resilience, compassion, and the light you've guarded, even in your darkest moments. If you feel your heart has been gently touched, leave a comment below saying, "I am ready to receive my soul's harvest." And don't forget to subscribe, so whenever you need a reminder, you'll know you're never truly alone. When the Magician card appears, I can feel a stream of light rising from your heart. This isn't just vague hope, it's real power. You once believed you were being pushed around by life, but that's not true. For a long time, you've been silently rewriting your own destiny with kindness, patience, and tears that went unseen. This card serves as a reminder. You don't have to wait for a miracle to happen. You are the miracle. You carry within you a sacred flame of creation, not to turn life into a stage, but to transform pain into light, to turn wounds into silent songs that heal others with nothing more than a gentle gaze. Perhaps you've forgotten this truth because you were too busy loving others, or maybe you were dimmed by harsh words, but your soul never gave up. Now, you're entering a phase where you'll rewrite everything that once brought you sorrow with the very light you've kept in silence. The Eight of Cups appears, signaling a farewell. Something within you has grown old. It no longer fits or moves your soul. Even if you were once attached, letting go is not a failure, it's self-rescue. There are separations you never dared to name for fear of hurting others. There are sorrows you swallowed so others could find peace. And in doing so, you forgot yourself the feeling of being loved as you've always loved. But the universe never forgot. The Knight of Wands appears as a gentle urging. It's time to live a life that's authentically yours. Step forward, even if your legs tremble, even if the past still lingers. As long as you dare to live truthfully, the right things will find their way to you. I know you've waited endlessly for someone to choose you. You've stood in the background of many lives, always the one holding hands, listening, and staying. But has anyone ever asked you what you need? Who holds your hand when you're vulnerable? If no one has asked, let me ask on their behalf. Are you okay? Are you truly happy? Are you being loved the way you've always loved others? If you hesitate to answer, this is your moment to change everything, not with grand gestures, but with a small promise to yourself. From today, I will choose my peace first. The Ace of Wands enters like a new flame. Passion, life, desire no longer suppressed. You don't need to please the world anymore, nor do you need permission to shine. You are the light, the fire, the tears turned into song, the wounds transformed into compassion. Then the high priestess appears, and I hear the universe whispering, "Be still. Stop running. Your intuition knows the way." You don't need to search for answers outside of yourself. Everything you seek is already within you. Every time you broke, it was a moment when you learned a new language of the soul. The Two of Pentacles reminds you of balance you can't keep giving while running on empty. No one can be the sky for others if they haven't learned how to be a cloud. You deserve rest, mornings without strain, peaceful afternoons where your heart sighs in relief. The Nine of Cups appears like a dream, approaching something you once thought was never meant for you is now taking shape. You just have to allow yourself to believe. Believe that a person who has lived true to their heart will never leave this life with regrets. Cancer, I wish I could hug you right now for everything you've endured in silence. You just need someone to say, "I see you. I truly see you." If today feels like the time has come, say it with me. I am ready to build my peace. Even if the world hasn't chosen you yet, it's time to take that step. If your heart feels even a little lighter after these words, please hit that subscribe button. Join me on the next part of your journey, not as a guide, but as a reminder that you have always been the light within. Perhaps it's been a long time since you've truly rested, not just for your body, but for your soul. You've spent years living in a state of needing to be okay, needing to be strong, needing to push through. But did you know that even the strongest among us need to pause and breathe without judgment, without demands, just to be themselves? The Four of Swords appears like an invisible hug from the universe, telling you it's time to stop being on guard against the very world you're trying to love. You will have time for yourself, sacred spaces where you don't have to please anyone, where all you have to do is breathe, smile, and feel. I'm still here, and I'm still whole. But Cancer, what awaits you isn't just peace. It's a fateful choice. You must not miss a crossroads that not everyone gets to stand before, but you do. This choice will transform how you live, how you love, and how you forgive yourself. And then, like a strange wind, the Tower arrives, catching my breath. Don't be afraid. This card doesn't signify destruction, but liberation. I know you feared the truth because it could cost you what you've fought so hard to hold on to. But no one can live forever in a tower built from fear. At this time, if something is cracking, it's because your soul can no longer accept half-living. Maybe it's a person, a role you've carried for too long, or a limiting belief from childhood. Whatever it is, this collapse is here to bring you back to your truest self. Deep down, you've always dreamed of a freedom you never dared to voice. Just when you think everything has shattered, the Nine of Cups appears a stunning image of inner maturity. This is you, no longer needing validation from others to feel worthy. For the first time, after a long, exhausting journey, you can smile at yourself, not because of your successes, but because you know you've lived honestly, loved truly, and given fully. You no longer beg for love. You no longer stay silent just to fit in. You no longer shrink yourself to make others comfortable. This time, you choose yourself. Cancer, you've walked through nights where no one was by your side, and you've screamed inside while appearing calm on the outside. Today, as I see you standing among the fruits you've patiently cultivated, I want you to know that no one can take this from you again. The universe whispers, "It's not over. There's more." The cards continue to reveal themselves, as if your soul is speaking to me through lifetimes and dimensions. You're standing at a soul crossroads where the past melts away like morning mist and the future shimmers ahead. In this moment of transition lies the gateway to a miracle. The Judgment card appears again, inviting you to awaken. You are being called to make decisions based on love, love for yourself. Forgive not just those who have hurt you, but also yourself for staying too long and enduring too much. You weren't wrong to sacrifice, but you no longer need to prove your love through pain. The Five of Cups appears, and I feel my heart sink. I know there's something that still stings: a loss, an unspoken apology, moments where you cried in silence. But remember, that feeling doesn't make you weak. It shows your heart has never stopped beating, even after countless wounds. After everything, what remains true is you. You have lived with sincerity, and even the universe has smiled upon you. When the Six of Pentacles appears like a burst of sunlight, I understand. You will rise from all that was broken, not just as a survivor, but as someone honored, recognized, and unconditionally loved. No more hiding, no more holding yourself together just to get through the day. You will step onto the stage of your own life, and this time, the audience will be the souls who cherish the light you carry. At that moment, the final three cards emerge, closing this chapter in pure glory: Strength, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. I couldn't hold back my tears. Cancer, you don't even realize how strong you truly are. The Strength card isn't about how much pain you've endured. It's about how you faced it with kindness, compassion, and softness, even toward those who once hurt you. The Sun, the light you've longed for, now shines upon your entire being. No more cloudy days. No more walking alone in the dark. From now on, you are the dawn. The Ten of Cups is the gift of a life lived rightly. Not too much, not too little, but just enough. You've lived with truth at your core, choosing to keep your soul intact, and in return, the universe has gifted you the world. If you resonate with these words, please leave a comment saying, "I have come home to myself." I want to know that you felt what needed to be felt. If you're ready to keep moving forward, follow this channel, because the journey doesn't end here. When the Strength card appeared, I no longer saw someone who was perpetually tired or hurting. I saw someone who has walked through their shadows, not with force, but with love. You no longer need to fight for acceptance. You've learned to embrace yourself, even on the days the world has turned away. The sun now shines upon everything, not because the sky has changed, but because you've opened your heart to the light. Those cloudy days no longer hold power over you. You have become your own light. When the Ten of Cups appeared, I sat in silence. This isn't a dream. It's what you deserve after all the long nights you've endured. A home, not just a shelter, but a place where your soul can rest. A family not necessarily by blood, but by hearts that truly love you for who you are. Cancer, you've come such a long way. No one can deny the road you've traveled. Just when I thought the reading had concluded, a wave of energy surged again. The Three of Wands appeared like an invitation from the future. You are no longer someone waiting for a miracle to come from another. You now understand that you are the fire that will lead the way. No one will save you because you don't need saving anymore. You need to soar. Choose to believe that you are already whole enough to live the most radiant life. What's coming is not random. It's the result of the silent transformation you've devoted your heart to. Each time you forgave, every time you chose love over resentment, and every time you placed your hand over your heart and said, "I will not betray myself again," you were preparing for this moment, and now you are truly ready. This video is just a chapter in the book of your soul, not the ending, but a deep breath before your next leap. A soul like yours never stops. It simply transforms into a softer, more grounded light. Today, you didn't just hear a message, You crossed a sacred threshold back to yourself. No more doubts, no more hiding, and no more asking for permission to be who you are. You are the light, and the universe has recognized it. If your heart feels a little warmer, if your eyes glisten because you saw yourself in every word, please hit that subscribe button to continue walking this healing path with me. The light you carry will shine for others, and you will no longer walk alone. If you're still with me, leave a gentle comment saying, "I am ready for the next chapter of my abundant soul," so I know you fully received this message. Trust me, the best things have not come late. They are approaching with every beat of your heart. I'll see you again in the next video, where your soul will once again be held in light, faith, and a love that never runs dry.